Hello, everyone. My name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. Today, we are going to be covering mastering floor plan fundamentals. There's a lot of car dealerships that will warn you against getting floor planning, but if you decide to use it, you can definitely use it to your advantage and make sure that it doesn't take your dealership underwater. So today is kind of going to be an overview. This is the beginning of the floor planning series. So I might rush through some things, but as I go through the series, I'll be able to dig into some of this stuff a little more. So why this matters? Floor plan is your dealership's biggest expense, and mismanagement can drain your cash flow. And most dealers misunderstand how the fees work. And if you master it, it can increase your profits immediately. So a floor plan is short-term financing to buy inventory. The lender fronts the purchase cost, and then the dealer repays the interest and fees. And then you can use this for auctions, wholesale, and trade-ins. And some floor plan companies will actually floor private purchases, like if you purchase a vehicle outside of the auction in normal avenues, they can floor those as well. And the reason floor plans exist is because the car dealership industry is very risky. And so a lot of the traditional funding places, they don't offer funding for car dealerships. So how the interest works. Interest starts the day that you purchase the car. And it's calculated daily, posted monthly, and higher car cost is higher daily interest. And the longer retail time, the more profit that you lose. So you don't want to floor these cars for too long because it could definitely eat into your profits. Understanding curtailments. Curtailments are scheduled principal payments due at set intervals, and it's commonly 30, 60, and 90-day structure. And then it reduces the lender risk and it creates cash pressure if you're not prepared for it. So with the floor plans, they do audit, and the lender will come and check the vehicle's location and the paperwork. And if you are missing titles, it can cause penalties, and missing vehicles can trigger major red flags. And being audit ready protects your funding. So you want to make sure that you have a good audit every time that they come, because if they come and you sold a vehicle and didn't pay it off, then that makes them lose trust in you. And also, sometimes you may have a vehicle in the shop or something like that. So you need to have a lot of paperwork and documentation for why a vehicle is not ready. And just so you know, if you have too many audits where vehicles are not there when they get there, they can terminate the floor plan and require you to pay off everything. So make sure that you are paying off the cars as you sell them in a timely manner, as well as keeping track of where the vehicles are. Key floor plan fees. You get daily interest, late charges, audit fees, title release fees, aging and overage penalties, and missing title fees. So here's some common dealer mistakes. Not tracking your interest daily. So if you're not paying attention to how much your vehicle is costing as it's sitting on your lot, that can cause you a lot of problems down the road. Also, flooring inventory. If they offer you $100,000 or $200,000 limit on the floor plan, you don't have to use the whole amount. You can just use what makes sense for your lot. Also, ignoring the aging report. So again, just like the interest, You want to watch and see how long you're keeping these vehicles and what it's costing you. Slow recon and listing timelines, and then incorrect QuickBooks or DMS entry. So it's a lot of record keeping, but if you are not on top of this, those floor plans can really take over. So this is why aging matters, because more days mean lower profit. 45, 60, 90-day aging buckets matter, and interest creeps even when unnoticed. And aging directly affects your cash flow. So like I stated on the previous slide, if you're not on top of this, you can definitely end up being underwater with these floor plans, and your dealership basically will be owned by the floor plan company because everything coming in is going to have to go to them. So the floor plan hits profit first. It slows sales, lead to curtailment. Interest builds before revenue, and poor visibility creates cash shortage. So again, your turnover rate is going to be a big deal in regards to your floor plan strategy. What to track weekly? Your aging report, interest totals for the month, cars approaching curtailment, cars not listed yet, and cars stuck in recon. And as you review these things, you can see if there's any vehicles that you want to take off of the floor plan, because you can always pay off a vehicle at any time. You don't have to wait until you sell it. So there's some cars that you may feel like you're probably gonna take a while to sell it, so you may as well pay it off so that you're not spending so much money on fees and interest and stuff like that. So how to protect your profit: set strict aging goals, review daily interest, speed up recon workflow, price vehicles for faster turn, and reduce your days to list and days to sell. So you should use, with QuickBooks and Dealer Center, you should use proper liability accounts, assign interest to the correct expense, track curtailment separately, and reconcile floor plan accounts monthly. So I know that Dealer Center has a section where you can keep track of all of your floor plan stuff, but you still want to compare it to the actual floor plan account to make sure that you have accurate information that you are looking at. So again, pay attention to the details and the paperwork and all that so that you can make the most out of your floor plan. The final takeaway: the floor plan isn't the problem, poor management is. So mastering fundamentals boosts profit and your cash flow. If you need help with setting up your books and everything to make sure that you can have accurate information at your fingertips, you can set your appointment with me at angelaJowens.com/calendar. And if you haven't already downloaded my ebook, you can go to angelaJowens.com/5mistakes. And also make sure you're following all of my social medias. And I hope to hear from you soon, and I can help you get all of this together. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.